Anambra women are the people in the eastern part that sleep with even boy. They get tired of their husband's dick. So now they cheat on their husband mostly. If I'm to be a man and you give me an Igbo woman and an Anambra woman and you ask me to choose, I will choose an Igbo woman. Because Igbo women don't pretend. Anambra women pretend.
Oh boy. Now wow. So wait, so Anambra people be, because me I never go Anambra before. Now this podcast is supposed to educate me about a tribe or educate me about a lot of things. So let's just say somebody that doesn't live in Nigeria or people that don't travel a lot. Do you understand? Do you know what this video have done to the women and the people of Anambra State? And the craziest part is that the main host is Igbo. In short, 3 of the hosts there are Igbo. 3 of the hosts are Igbo. So they allow this kind of thing to be published, claiming to be an honest bunch. So for it to be an honest bunch, that means they don't clarify, say, what this lady now they talk now true. They don't investigate them. Because now so Nedu sit down there when she talk this thing about Anambra women. I am not Igbo. So here's the thing. If I am not Igbo, what impression do you think I will start having about Igbo men? Or people outside Nigeria? People that don't know anything about Nigeria, whether they go on YouTube, they go look, where they stumble on this particular clip. What do you think they'll start thinking about Anambra women? And like I said, the host of the show, 3 inside are Igbos. That means they agreed with her for this thing to be published. But guess what? They wouldn't care about the damage that this thing would do around. They would not care about the damage that this thing will do in the nearest future. Do you understand? How they have demarketed. They don't spoil the market of Anambra women around. Now so they start rumors about Mbise women. Up to today, I don't know what Mbise women do. All I know is say they talk say make you fear Mbise women. Women from Mbise. I swear, that's what they said. Then they said Imo women. I know about Mbise women. Mbise women, I still don't know what they do. Now with this podcast, you will start another thing that will be there for generations. By saying Anambra women are not faithful, even in their husband's house, they sleep with their house boys. Why they even try to even want to defend this thing? If you be saying not true, if you be true, say, what am I doing? I mean, I'm not from there. I've never been there before. But I just feel it's crazy that something like this will be let out. You understand? Something like this, I just think it's crazy. But maybe they talk true. Or let me just leave it. Let me leave the comment section open for Anambra women. Anybody who come from Anambra or Anambra men to defend this. Because I'm not from there. But guess what? This is bad publicity for the whole Anambra state and the Anambra women. But but anyways, it's the H0nest bunch. And she was being honest. And of course, Nedu sat down there as an Igbo man. He stayed there. So if na Igbo man get podcast, that means not true. I thank God say no be any other tribe. Na Igbo man get on. Do you understand? So make I keep quiet. Anambra women, I bet make her dey run now. Make her dey run if you be true. But you know what's even the crazy? Now you put out this thing because of say you know say it will give you views and likes, clickbaits. Make people go on watch, make the thing get more views because you won't get YouTube money. But you don't know the generational damage you don't do, the stigma where you don't put for Anambra women and the ones where they never even born. Because this clip will be there for life. Do you understand? And a lot of men now will start to fear Anambra women in the nearest. If they stumble on this clip now, for the nearest future, children never born. I saw a clip from our mothers then, where talks say be careful of Anambra women. A lot of things that you people do because of all these Facebook click and likes and views. You know, say you get future impact, negative future impact. See the demarketing for what? Views and like. I say for Igbo man now, fall in love with one Anambra, one woman now finally discover saying Anambra woman is stumble on this clip. What did you say go do? Or maybe one Ghanaian, maybe one Senegalese, maybe one Moroccan, maybe one Frenchman fall genuinely in love with an Igbo girl, come discover saying Anambra, come see this video. Do you think he will want to continue? But H0nest bunch decided to push this narrative out there. Why? Because of views and likes. And they call it H0nest bunch. I knowing fully well, say, waiting these people they talk for years, so nah lie. Because you generalized. And if they tell this girl now, say, bring the Anambra woman where they sleep with a houseboy, she know if you provide them. But of course, they do let her put it out there. They do let it be said on his podcast without countering, feeling like, okay, yes. It will bring views like crazy. Anambra woman, anyways, I never come from there before. I only defend because I be Nigerian, and it's not what you should say about my Nigerian people. But then again, it's an Igbo man's podcast. Now him be the host, and so other hosts are Igbo. So if they are the ones putting it out there, maybe there's some form of truth in it. It's their tribe. And God so kind, they hail my own tribe, Edu. You never know. You might be saying, but anyways, the comment section is open for the Anambra people if they want to defend themselves or try to clear this. I don't know. But for me, this is what I saw. Peace and love. Don't play.
So guys, Very Dark Man is right. Very Dark Man is right because no matter what you do for money, there should be a limit. No matter what you do for money, there should be a limit. Because there's no way you will bring somebody on your platform to denigrate and misrepresent and lie on a group of people. And you didn't just stop there. You had to use her sound, like the place where she said those horrible things, as the advert to that episode. You have to now use it as the catchy sound bite. Because in a place like Nigeria, where you know there is Igbophobia is real. Even main political players, they all say the same thing. They know for a fact that Igbophobia is real. And then you now use that kind of, you're now pushing that kind of message out there. Something that is a lie. Nobody even knows where that lady is from. I don't know if she's famous or not. I don't even know her. And what she's saying is something so far-fetched that most people have not even heard of such. I think nearly everyone has not heard of such thing. And that is what you are pushing out there. No matter what you think about Very Dark Man or his situation with Nedu, the truth of the matter is that who is right now in this video or in this podcast situation, and who is wrong? And if you look at it, Nedu is totally wrong for doing that. How can you do that to a group of people? You think if they are talking about Anambra, they'll skip the Igbo part? Or just say, no, it's just the Anambra, not Igbo. You think that's what is going to happen? They will say Igbo people. There's no way you tell me that something is happening in Ogun State or your state or Ondo State, and somebody will come and say, no, it's not Yoruba people, it's just some Ondo people. They will say Yoruba people. Or maybe something is happening in Kaduna or Katsina or Sokoto, and you think that people will just say it's just some tribe in Kaduna or it's just some tribe in Katsina. They will say it's Hausa Fulani people. So it doesn't make any sense you pushing this narrative, and even if you're not an Igbo person, there's nobody that should be able to push a narrative, a false narrative, on a group of people. There's nobody that should be able to do that. Because it's unrefined. She didn't even speak about her particular experience. Maybe she had something about somebody who is from Anambra, or even we don't even know if she had any such experience. Because if you ask somebody like that, like Very Dark Man said, if you ask somebody like that, okay, who is this person that you know that has done something with their houseboy or whatever, she won't be able to provide, most likely. So it's all hearsay. She won't be able to even say the name. Is all, and these are just sound bites. For what? For clicks, for views, for likes. At what? At whose expense? The expense of an entire state of people, of millions of people. What are you pushing? What kind of narrative are you pushing about those people? What kind of narratives are you even pushing about Igbo people? Or you think they will start separating? And what you're saying is totally false, because even the Igbo people are known to not have that kind of a thing. And it has nothing to me. I don't believe that any such things is attached to tribes. It's all about individuals and depends on how you have been raised or your own principle, what you decide to your own belief, your own discipline. It has nothing to do with whether you are from wherever. But even stereotypically, most people cannot associate such with Igbo, especially Igbo women. And you're pushing such falsehood. You're inviting someone to speak such senseless stuff. It's quite unfortunate. And you being an Igbo man that knows, because this Nedu was there. All those other hosts, they are all Igbo people. They were all there. I've not even seen that episode of their podcast. Maybe I will try to go and watch a little bit of it so that I will try. I want to see if maybe they stopped her from saying that. But even if they stopped her, the fact that you have also used that to push that, the fact that you've used that clip as an advert for that episode, then you've done zero work in trying to stop that narrative. It's very sad what people do for money. And you can see a lot of bloggers that don't have principle, they don't have dignity, they don't care who they denigrate, they don't care who they step on. I'm not talking about if somebody is holding public office or if somebody is destroying people out there by their evil doing, by their wrongdoings, and you're exposing them just because you're trying to save other people. That makes sense. But if you're using your platform to try and bring somebody else down just because you want views and likes and followers so that you can get social media money, then you are as worst as the worstest of people out there. You're just the same as the corrupt, evil politicians, the ones that are corrupt and evil. You're the same. And these are Igbo. Oh, it's quite unfortunate. Ndị Igbo, let me say this in Igbo language. Ndị Igbo, ọtụtụ ndị Igbo na-eme onwe ha. Ọtụtụ ndị Igbo ji ọnụ ha emebi aha ha. Ọtụtụ ndị Igbo jikwa ọnụ ha egbochiri ndị Igbo ndị ọzọ ụzọ. Ndị Igbo, unu kwesịrị ịhụ onwe unu n'anya. Unu kwesịrị ịhụ onwe unu n'anya. Unu ma otu Naijiria dị. Unu ma ụdịrị Igbofobia nọ outside ebe ahụ. Still, unu a na-ewetu onwe unu ebe ndị ọzọ nọ. So it's very sad. You think they will start demarcating or dividing, this is Abia, this is Ebonyi, this is Imo, this is Asaba, this is... Igbo is Igbo. And they'll mention Igbo name before they know what is Anambra. A lot of people out there know Igbo, they don't know Anambra. If you tell somebody, hey, do you know something is happening in Anambra State right now? These people are somehow, and they ask you, oh, that is, are those people Yoruba or Hausa or... Then they say, no, those are Igbos. So you think in that person's mind, it will just be like, oh, these are just Anambra people. Once you say those are Igbos, that's all. So it's very sad. And we need to stop this. We need to stop this way of thinking. We need to start thinking about building and uniting as a people. And now when it comes to what even the lady is saying, it's totally false. If it's not false, she'll mention people's name, instances, all for what? Is a shame. It's a big shame. It's a big shame. And no matter what you think about, you might say, oh, Very Dark Man is trying to be clever, or so that he will turn some Igbos against Nedu. That's not the point. The point is that the message was wrong. Pushing that kind of false narrative out there is wrong, because you're harming the reputation of a whole people. That is going to affect them, even affect you too, because you are also Igbo as a host and co-hosts or moderators or whatever. They are also, I think nearly all of them sit as there are Igbos. It's so sad. It's so bad. And the whole thing is not to condemn or hate on Nedu. It's about correction. It's about correction. It's about disagreeing with something that is wrong. So guys, please like this broadcast if you haven't, subscribe if you haven't, and leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you next time.